Small businesses are the backbone of this economy. You hear it constantly. And yet they don't act like small businesses are the backbone. But that's where we get all of our economic growth, that's where we get our innovation, and the more we strangle our small businesses, the less free our economy becomes, and that's why we fall. Free economy reigns. We get, obviously, innovation from companies like Google and Facebook, but we can't rely on the Silicon Valley to be our innovation in this country. So, I would also suggest that we don't want all of our jobs to be with the largest companies in the country. We don't want them all to be with Google, not just for lack of innovation, but also because too much power concentrated anywhere has bad effects on society. You know, that's why we don't like government. But this is seen with large corporations who become crony capitalists, and it's bad for the average person. You know, workers would have to rely on the good favor of a company with government and rely on those jobs, and you can't depend. You know, I don't know how many of you work for small businesses, but I'll tell you that me as a small business owner, I care a lot more about my employees than I think a large employer would care. I used to, before I started my own business, I used to work for a very large law firm, and I was like one of literally thousands of lawyers. You know, you make decent money, but they don't care about me as a person. You know, whatever is the policies, those come down, and that's, you know, that's how the business operates and makes money. But when my employees come to me and they've got an issue, or you know, life is giving them trouble, or I mean, I care enough to talk to them and help them because they're in my immediate circle. So I would say that just from a worker happiness standpoint, we don't really want everybody working for the largest companies because we all become cogs in a machine. So the other problem is that when a company starts to fail, then we rely on bailouts, which of course is just basically socialist policy. So we all know this, you know, as libertarians. I'm not telling you guys anything you don't know, that big government, big business is bad, that government regulation is squeezing the life out of our economy. And we all know, we see it, but a lot of the public doesn't. They expect our politicians to create jobs. The government doesn't create jobs. Business owners create jobs. The government gets in the way of creating jobs. But how do we explain to them? How do we tell voters? And you've got, you know, right after this, you're going to have some candidate training, and a lot of you are going to go out there and you're going to be talking to the public. How do we convince them that you don't need to look at Donald Trump or Barack Obama or anybody else to give you economic prosperity? You need to have economic prosperity for yourself and get them to stop taking it from you. Well, I think that there's some strategies that we can adopt as far as messaging, and that it's really important that we talk about this. I would say from the National Libertarian Party perspective that there's really three main issues that I think we should be talking about as a party, and that I'm pressing in my national activism. And one of them is the economy, and then the other two are criminal justice reform with respect to the drug war and mass incarceration, and the third one is just world peace, you know, all of our involvement in the wars. But the thing that people care about the most, that hits them in their own lives, is the jobs. And I think that we are heading towards an Atlas Shrugged type scenario because so many small businesses are just giving up. So unless we all want to work as independent contractors, we all want to work for Walmart and Google, then we have to talk about this and we have to do something about it. So what are my strategies? I'm going to give you 7 or 8 strategies that I've tried and I've found to be effective in talking to people and convincing non-libertarians why they should be considering libertarian policy and why they should be voting for us.